she's pretty chatty. She's probably rebelling that I covered her. I was hoping that would keep her quiet this time, because now that she's with us for a few months, I was hoping she would be able to adjust to me filming next to her. But I think she's still not adjusted fully and completely. She's kind of rebelling now. Because whenever I film next to her, she's chatty. So I really try to keep the videos with her in the background very sparse. But because I don't want to disturb people's peace or relaxation. But I know that like most people enjoy it, but I still want to, appease to the people who don't really enjoy her in the background. So I'm very, very careful with including her. But yeah, this is going to be a shopping haul ASMR video. I just came back from Orlando over the weekend and got a few things. I got a few things lately. Not so much, but in general lately. So I'm going to be showing you those as well. So make sure you subscribe if you like more shopping haul videos from me. And to help support my channel and get stuff like this for videos, make sure you sign up for TonyBomboni.com to get your own custom ASMR video from me, your own personal reading, healing. I have so much on my website. You can check out my online courses. Thank you to those who have signed up lately and who have been actually, so many people have like signed up for the online course but really never like watched it even once, which is shocking, which I shouldn't be surprised, because a lot of people report that people who sign up for online courses never complete what they started to begin with, and that's fine, that's normal, but like, I put in the effort to film the content. Please watch it, like, I'd rather you like, not sign on at all if you're not gonna watch it, if you want to like donate like a freebie, you can donate to my PayPal, but if you want to watch my Cash App, but if you want to watch my course and you genuinely want to watch it, then you sign up for the course, so because I put effort into that, and I really want people to see what I have put out, because not many people are watching the course. If like 50 people sign on for the online course, there's probably going to be one who even makes it to the very end. So, yeah. So watch the online course. That module is there for you, okay? Alright, I have 2 online courses. It's on my website. But anyway, so I just thought I'd shout that out, because that's something I've noticed and looked into lately. I'm like, oh gosh, sometimes people will watch 1 or 2 and they'll just give up, like, I definitely don't think it's boring. Like, I try to make it as entertaining, as fun as possible. But, I know, like, that's just a fact, like a statistic that everyone who sells an online course says, that, like, only 13% of people really will even make it, let's say, halfway or something like that. So, it's just life. It's just what it is. But I'm hoping to see more people committed to finishing those courses soon. Alright, so, I will start with the stuff. The air kicked in because it's the middle of July in Florida, so yeah. So I'm gonna switch to soft-spoken now. And I don't know why people sometimes keep telling me that I only do whisper or I only do soft-spoken. It sometimes drives you nuts, because there are clearly people that don't watch my channel every day. I constantly switch from whisper to soft-spoken in videos. Some videos some days are whisper only, some videos some days are soft-spoken only, or maybe the algorithm is only showing you what's annoying to you. Like, it's not me, I swear to God. I do whisper and soft-spoken. If one video has only whisper, I guarantee some other video I've done will have soft-spoken. It's not that I'm only doing whisper, only doing soft-spoken, or only doing whisper and soft-spoken. So I'll get a mixed message of people telling me that sometimes. So I guess I'm addressing that today as well. So, Lisa Oliveira, the book is Already Enough. Literally, it's called Already Enough. And I'm reading this at the moment. And it's for people who struggle, who feel like they're enough. And this was perfect. I finished all 10 10 books that I bought last time from BAM, so I decided to buy another 6. It says A Path to Self-Acceptance. So it has a beautiful cover here, and some parts are hitting deep, hitting home already. But this is a beautiful book thus far. It's from an author who basically, her mother abandoned her when she was a baby and left her in the woods. And thankfully, like 2 days later, someone found her. She had like sunburn, but she was okay, she was healthy. And she felt like because she was adopted, she was never enough. I'm not adopted by any means, that I'm aware of, but I still struggle with feeling like I am enough as I am. So this is a good book if you are maybe even like a twin and you always felt like you didn't get the attention at home, or I'm not a twin either, but you know, there's so many factors in life that can lead you to feeling like you are not enough. That is my point. This book is hands down for you. So I'll let you know, I guess, when I finish it, how that goes down. The next, I'm showing you the books first. The next one has a wonderful cover, doesn't it? It's very glossy and golden. Healing is the New High, a guide to overcoming emotional turmoil and finding freedom, by Vex King. Vex King. When I pick books, I have no idea who the heck these authors are. I just pick them because it draws me in. It's something I need to read, and I love personal growth, self-care, self-empowerment books, self-help books, self-development, those kind of category. I think the best book you can give anyone, including a friend, the best gift you can give anyone, including a friend, is a book. Even if they don't read, you still learn so much. Sniff test. It passes those sniff tests. I love the cover. I love a good cover. If I was a woman, I'd be a cover girl because I love a good cover. Alright, the next one is Don't Believe Everything You Think, the expanded edition. Why Your Thinking is the Beginning and End of Suffering, by Joseph Nguyen. It's not Nguyen, I know that. I struggle to pronounce Nguyen, I think. Joseph Nguyen. Anyway, I'm an overthinker. I'm a worrywart. It takes a lot for my mind to just shut the hell up and calm down, especially when I'm like trying to, fall asleep and stuff. My mind just goes every freaking where possible, especially if you wake up at 4 a.m. and you are deep in your thoughts. Oh my gosh, that is me, okay? Can I get an amen for those who know what the heck I'm talking about? So I'm hoping that this really helps me out on my journey. And I'm a book person. I can't do the ebooks. I can't do the audiobooks anymore. I have to have my physical copy with my own 2 eyes. I'm not discrediting audiobooks or any of the sort. I'm just saying my personal opinion. Okay. So this one is very pretty. This definitely drew me in. It's Spiritual Anatomy, Meditation, Chakras, and the Journey to the Center, by Daji Kamlesh D. Patel, author of international bestseller, The Heartfulness Way. So, that's all the stuff I'm into. Spirituality, meditation, chakras, and so much more. So I'm hoping that this is the deep dive I'm looking for in my soul. I'm telling you, sometimes you have a good cry reading a good self-help book. There's a lot of healing from books. This is by Haley McGee. Stop people pleasing and find your power. I would say I used to struggle with this more. I still do to some degree. I definitely always want to be there and helping people, and that started from a very young age. No matter who it was, who their background. I still have this core memory of when I was in the airport, traveling to Europe, and then I was just a kid, and we were like, because we're just children, you have to go with the flight attendant everywhere. So I was put in this separate room, and this kid, I don't know, he was from Nigeria or something. He was struggling to open this bag of chips. So without question, I quickly grabbed the bag of chips without even asking him. I opened it and handed it back to him. Yeah, so that helpful spirit has always been with me. I didn't even ask for a chip or nothing, child. But thankfully, he offered me some. I did that because he didn't speak English, by the way, so I wasn't just trying to be rude, taking something from his hands without asking. Like, I actually tried, and he was confused. He didn't know what I was saying, so I just snatched it, opened it, and gave it back. A revolutionary way to increase happiness. The Happiness Experiment. Happiness Plan Included by Carl B. Barney. It's a beautiful cover, and I think it was in the front of the store. They really were pushing to sell this book. Maybe it was a bestseller, so... Happiness, it says, begins with one powerful choice. To plan to live happily. You've made that choice. I'm honored this book is in your hands. Carl Barney. So, yeah, I'm definitely focused nowadays on peace and happiness, you know. Just mostly happiness, I would say. Just focusing on living my best life. You know, trying to remaining to have a carefree attitude. Doing my best to, at least. And so this is something I look forward to reading as well. So those are the books. And then I got Paco Taco, my little baby chihuahua. My almost 8-year-old baby. This charcoal bright enzymatic toothpaste for adult dogs. It has baking soda and charcoal to help to brighten the teeth. And it has a fresh mint flavor because, you know, dogs, they breath when they get older. Whoa, chow. So this, I think, has been helping him. But the coolest part about it is, you know, I'm trying to scrape those little yellow stains on his teeth he's been getting with age. It's black. The toothpaste is black, y'all. It literally looks like I'm painting his teeth as I'm brushing them. It's so cool. But, yeah. So, his old one expired, so I was like, okay, it's time for a new one. But that's pretty cool. I've never actually tried charcoal toothpaste on myself, but I bet that would be cool. But maybe that's a little too strong. Now, baking soda is very strong too, but you can do that for your toothbrush. Okay, so I want to show this coconut because coconuts are awesome. Makes a good sound, and my boo got this coconut because he wants to crack it open and eat/drink it. This one we got back home, but I just find it so cool. This is the Dominican Republic coconut too. Dominican Republic. A good old Caribbean coconut. let me tell you about this trip, y'all. It was, ooh, yeah, it wasn't, it was a nice time, but boy, were people mean this weekend. I noticed people were really nasty or grumpy. I don't know why. I've noticed that more with time. People are just getting very mean and agitated, and it actually makes me want to be nicer. It makes me want to be more loving and sweet and kind and helpful to people, because I see that attitude and that behavior, and it's such a turn off that I promise to myself I never want to become like that. I never ever want to be nasty like that. I never want to be a bitter, sourpuss person. So, it almost motivates me when someone's like that and has that nasty attitude and behavior to not be nothing of the sort, nothing like that ever again in my life. It actually makes me grateful that I'm not like that. So it's funny, right? Like, I'm like sitting down and I'm really analyzing. I'm like, God, why are you showing me such just horrible behaviors in people? It's not that people are horrible. We're all human. We all get angry. We all mess up. Me too. But why are you constantly showing me this through people lately? Like, what's the message? And I feel like he's saying, like it's a very humbling thing. It's like it's showing me, like, just not to be like that, And to show how it feels like on the receiving end of the other person to receive that anger and feel that coming from someone, it's not pleasant. So that really helped with any anger issues I was going through in the last few months. But I just think it's collectively too, like, people are just pissed. They're pissy, they're not in the mood, like, it just, yeah. So let me tell you about this trip though. Okay, like, let me start with this one store. I just went out recently. I was gonna do a haul with that store, but after her attitude, I was like, I'm not going to, no, I'm not going to be shopping there. Alright, so I walk in this undisclosed location, right? It's a common corporation in Florida, and they sell things like bath bombs and stuff, but I ain't gonna say who, child. You see them everywhere, okay? And I genuinely had the intention in this store to see something different, just because they're the same copy-paste store all over the state, doesn't mean that they're gonna have, the same things in every store. So I go in there, I'm like, I'm starting to see it's the same old stuff they keep selling, right? And I'm trying to look past the price, because I'm like, I was thinking of getting someone a gift anyway lately. And, I'm looking around for stuff. And, so I'm keeping them in mind, looking around. And then, at first, they notice me, like, that I'm there, and they're kind of like observing me carefully and keeping an eye on me. And then I noticed the other two people in the back kind of noticing me, keeping an eye on me too, like kind of observing me as I'm shopping. And I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna pay them any dust, right? And then, like, it looks like they're worried, like someone's gonna steal basically from the store. That's how they're looking, right? They're looking with like skepticism, not love, right? And kind of like high-end places like that, bougie places, sometimes they kind of have like an attitude or ego that needs to be checked. So they're kind of giving that vibe too. It's very cold and off-putting, right? So I'm like, all right, I'm just kind of gonna ignore them, kind of block them out mentally, spiritually, just kind of be in my own bubble and focus. Look at the items, don't look at what they're doing, right? But then, she already was kind of like harassing me, but kind of just, questioning my motives. It felt like questioning what I was doing. And then, so I'm like, okay, maybe she needs to warm up or be comfortable with me. I don't know, maybe I'm giving her that vibe or whatever. So I go to the scrub, right, the hand scrub station. It's kind of like Lush, and I'm like, can I try this scrub? I try the coffee scrub, right? You put it in dry first, then you rinse your hands off, and it's supposed to smell good. I definitely don't smell it anymore, I don't think, but, I'm asking how much is it, and she's like, $50. I'm like, okay. I'm like, no thank you, for a little tub, like, I'm not gonna buy it. No, okay. No, alright, for a little and she's noticing me. She's like, "Are you just here to cool down from the heat outside?" she said. I'm like, "Excuse me." So I'll continue showing you stuff while I'm going about explaining. Went to this Asian market, okay? I went to this Asian market and got some products there in Orlando. I'd never been there before. It was very big. We went to it was apparently the biggest Asian bakery, I think in the state or the country, I'm not sure. But it really wasn't that big. But it had like a lot of baked goods. And there were a lot of people in line there. Oh my gosh. So I'm like, okay, you know what? Let's get out of here. We go next door to that market. So they had some Dong Quai. I finally found Dong Quai red date tea. I was so happy. I loved the vibes in the store. It was a big store. It had so much. They even had seafood in there. Bunch of Asian products. So let me tell you about this store, okay? The store I was just talking about with the scrub. The other store. So immediately I'm like, no, I'm just here looking around for someone, and also because I genuinely was hoping to see something that I normally don't see in other stores, and then I walked away. That's how it's done. You give attitude, you give attitude back. No, but I really wasn't trying to say it with attitude, but I was hoping to come across clearly like, your store is another copy-paste store. It has the same old products. I'm not seeing anything special or different about your store, basically. So I'm purposely walking around like 5 more minutes, pretending to look at stuff. At that point, I'm bothered. I'm ready to leave. And yeah, maybe I needed to cool down too. It was too hot outside. But you can't prevent people from shopping. Part of why I got sunburn, that's the next thing on this haul I got, is sunburn. Because I was at the water park the last day. And oh my gosh, let me tell you about this water park. There's 2 things I have to tell you about this water park that went wrong. So here's a muffin from the hotel, from breakfast. One hotel, first of all, had free breakfast. The other, you had to pay. I was like... And then they had a Starbucks in there, and the Starbucks didn't even have the sandwiches. They just had baked goods, like the pastry. I was like, this ain't no Starbucks. So, So we are in the lazy river, right? And then my float keeps bumping into someone. Like, I'm trying so hard to get away from this man. And he's pushing his wife or whatever. And it keeps bumping him. Like, probably by the 3rd bump, he's like, "Move over, dude." I was like, oh my gosh. And I was trying not to be bothered. I was like smiling. By the time my floaty turned around and went in front of him, I was looking at him smiling, like pretending like I'm just having a carefree time, just splashing my feet, my ankles in the water. But the first time we went on that river, we could not get a floaty. I swear, we had to swim the whole way. It was tiring, but relaxing. It's kind of nice to swim when the water's carrying you, you know. I got some authentic Thai iced tea. It's flavored black tea. It's orange. It's very good. You just put a sweetener in it, and it makes it this orange Thai tea. Put some ice cubes. I can't wait to try some. I actually low-key want to make some now. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I bought this for my man, but I'm sure he won't mind if I try one. He knows how much I like sweet Thai tea too. Another thing, we went to this pizza, but it was not good. Like the middle of the pizza was soggy. It just, you know, it's funny because like my attitude is so positive nowadays. I had to work hard to get there because I used to be such a negative person in general. I used to be very pessimistic, but I think it helped surrounding myself with the right people, the right friends that really helped me, you know. But like, no matter what, I was still happy. I was still having a good time. I'm like, I'm not gonna let these people destroy my spirit, crush my mini vacay. Orlando's like 3.5 hours from me with traffic, so, and with stop, I guess, so like for gas or bathroom break. So it's not like terrible, but you know, for the fact that you have to drive 7 hours there and back, you want to have a good time. You know what I'm saying? You spent all your credit card points on this trip, you know, so it's like you want to have a good time. You waited a long time, you work hard for it, you want to have a good time. Period. So anyway, so let me tell you about this water park. So then we get on this slide, right? I go on one slide. This is where it goes downhill fast. No pun intended, because it's a slide. Get it? Goes downhill fast. Okay, I got this Jasmine tea. I'm trying to show you the item and tell you the story at the same time. For the ultimate tingles. Don't you love this container? All of these come from the People's Republic of China. The People's Republic of China. I could not find Jasmine tea anywhere. I don't know if that's like a shortage or something. I was so happy. You have no idea. I was like this in the aisle. I was like, let me make sure no one's looking. But yes. I was so happy. Okay. I haven't been this happy for a purchase since maybe 1999. Okay. McDonald's when you're a kid, right? Okay. So I was jumping for joy. Yes, over some damn Jasmine tea, okay? I wasn't this happy buying my first car. I actually wasn't happy with that. I did not want to pay that much. But anyway, that's probably why I wrecked it. I put in bad energy. Anyway, so my point is, I'm happy with the Jasmine tea, okay? See, I'm still trying to self-soothe from that weekend that didn't go as I planned. It's just mixed with green tea, so you put a little bit, and then I tried it last night. It's very strong. It's very strong. It actually tells you Jasmine tea is a specialty among China teas. It is prepared from green tea of chosen quality and scented with fresh jasmine flowers. It blends with the fine flavor of green tea with the fragments of jasmine, producing a unique drink, which has won the favor of many tea lovers. Get you some. When you go to a sushi restaurant, you get that jasmine green tea, or hot green tea in general. Get the hand roll, get the seafood soup. I'm telling you, you're gonna have a nice time. Okay, anyway. Place about 2 to 4 grams of tea in a cup, pour in about 200 cc's of boiling water, keep covered for 5 minutes, and serve. And this is Chinese. I can't read it. This is French, I think. Let me tell you something. So these mofos at the water park, I think I whispered Rose to sleep. She hasn't made a peep in quite a bit. So let me tell you something about these people. I think I'll just show the item after, okay? Because I keep getting distracted wanting to explain the item and the reason I got it and trying to tell you the story, okay? I'm trying to finish the story. So I'll tap on it and I'll show you what I'm tapping on later, okay? So basically, we go to this like scary steep one. My boyfriend wanted to go on the scary, biggest, tallest, steepest one. So fine. I already made up my mind mentally. I was not gonna go on that slide, but I just went in line pretending like I was. So, and I keep them company, I guess. So, like, we're at the top, right? And then they're explaining, you know, the process to the people. I'm like, I'm not gonna drop. Nope, I'm not gonna go down that slide. So I decided to change my mind and go down to the next one, right next to the stairs. And it's one with like a mat. You need a mat to go down it. I thought the mats were there. He's like, nah, you gotta go down and get that mat. I'm like, they're not here. He's like, no, but you can go on that one. I'm like, hell no. So I go back down. I'm waving to him from down there, you know, and he goes down. This girl goes down. It looked like she hurt herself pretty bad, and I was almost like asking her like if she was okay, and she was like, yeah, that hurt. Like, I was like, it looked like it hurt. It was just so funny. Like, she kind of laughed it off, that's why, but it was just like, it just looked funny, you know, like when someone goes down, it's like boom, 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 boom. she was struggling, but I'm glad she's okay. But yeah, even my partner said it hurt when he went down. I was like, oh, that's not good. So I'm glad I didn't do that one. It looks scary. If you've seen the newest Medea movie, the Wedding Destination one on Netflix, when they go down that quick slide, yeah, same. It's the same thing. It's like, nope, I'm glad I didn't do that. I'm glad I didn't do that. Okay. But then we go on another slide. We go on like this orange one that's like a lot easier. You need like 4 people in a tube. So we're going to the top. And these girls try to cut in front of us because they accidentally went to the green slide line and not the orange slide line. And my boyfriend's not letting him through. He does not play, okay? With like rules and boundaries, he does not play, especially. So he's like, no, we were here first. And I was like, it's okay, baby, it's okay, relax. Like, he's like, no, I'm not letting them through. They should have known better. I was like, okay. So basically they were being rude and nasty to us. Their lips pursed like saying that that they knew better, that basically that they should have went first and that we had to wait for them just because they made a mistake. So my partner's like, once they got called up to go in their tube, he was like, well, obviously some people are not smart. And then the girl was like, oh, I am smart. And he's like, well, clearly you're not. And she walked away. It was, oh my gosh. So yeah, but those people were in the wrong. They basically got, and we had to wait much longer after that because we were only 2 people. They were a group of 4, so they gotta go first on the tube, right, for the slide. And so we had to wait till this kind, I guess it was another older gay couple that went with us, and we had a good time. It was nice, it was enjoyable. But like, oh my gosh. We're already having a distaste for that part because every time we go, we have to wait for 2 more people. It's like no one wanted to go with us. So I got this money frog. It's a frog with a coin in its mouth. It's like a lucky frog, kind of. And I have a much smaller one, but I decided to get a much larger one with jade stone. It helps bring in good fortune, so I really like this one. Last time I bought one is like 2012, so like alright, 13 years later, it's about time to buy another one. And can you believe this YouTube channel, actually, now I think about it, is going to be 13 years old this week, this Friday, yes, on the 18th of July, we're 13 years old. That's cool. Can't believe I've been doing this as a career for that long. Most businesses only last on average 6 years, so I'm really thankful that I can go beyond double that time. It really means a lot. It's an honor, it's a privilege. I really am so thankful I was able to be on YouTube that long, doing what I do, doing what I love. So thank you so much, guys, for allowing me to keep going. So it's beautiful. So that's going by my desk soon. And then I got these 2 cups. These Manekniko, the lucky cat. I just thought it was so cute because they serve similar to these in sushi restaurants. They get really hot, piping hot when you hold them. You have to wait for it to cool down. But I drank my Jasmine tea in these last night, and it was just a perfect way to end the day. I was exhausted from all that driving and drama. Yesterday was a lot happened yesterday. Oh my gosh, a lot. We stopped at this one like 7-Eleven kind of place. I think it was Circle K or something like that. Who knows? One of those kind of places like Racetrack, Wawa, Loves. You know what I mean? Buc-ee's. You know what I mean? Okay, one of those kind of places. And I was noticing this woman was waiting, hand on her hip. She looked annoyed and bothered. And I was like, okay. And I was like, are you in line for the bathroom? She's like, no. I'm like, okay. So I go in the bathroom. it was a woman's and a man's, because I wasn't sure like which one she was trying to go to. And so I went in, the whole floor nasty, covered in sticky. Yeah, I'm not gonna say. I get out, holding my breath, and then as soon as she sees me get out, she's like, I might as well just go to the men's bathroom. These people are taking way too damn long. And she was knocking on the door violently. I was like, people are having attitude lately. I don't know what it is. It's just everyone's on edge. And the world is not okay right now. That's what I've observed. I'm like, and that kind of stuff used to scare me, but it's almost making me like curious to see more, you know what I mean? Like, it used to make me want to stay home more or be afraid of the world, but I'm like, no, like, I'm not gonna let that stop me from having a good time, you know? But she's like, I'm gonna go in the men's bathroom. These people are taking way too long. I was like, I can't blame you. You go, girl. I was like, you do your thing. It's the worst thing when you really have to go in a gas station and they're not leaving the bathroom, or they're on their phone and they're just not leaving and you're knocking. It's the worst thing. Like, you really have to go. You have to go. You know, you I'm not gonna act like I haven't hit the ladies' room once or twice. I try not to do that. But like, oh my gosh, when it's an emergency, child, and no one's there. If it's like a single use, I'll do that. If it's like a public, I'll never go in a public one. But like single use, and look, sometimes you have no choice. Okay. But that's all the stuff, guys. That's the story. What else craziness happened? I think that's about it. I'm noticing something with, let's say a coffee chain. It's not Starbucks, but that's all I'll say. The management has been terrible. I don't know what it is, but they are just not doing well. It's like, you have to wait an eternity to get a sandwich or coffee. A thing. If I say that next word, it's gonna be a dead giveaway what that chain is. But yeah, I don't know what it is, but have you noticed like the management in some places terrible? Anyway, but thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed